Hello everyone. This time we're going to be taking a look at the very delayed Masterpiece Megatron. The only reason this has been such a delayed review is because I've only had this one and to keep in the box, and because of my latest trip to BotCon, I'm reviewing the toy inside this one. But before I do, let's take a look at the box. And it has a really nice shiny picture of Megatron in the front with some dull background or dull black on them. Has this little rough spot here that kind of makes it fade into this black ribbon here with black ribbon. I mean this red looks like velvet sheet where the gun is laying on top of. And it has nothing special on the side that everything other Masterpiece has. And on the back it has a couple of nice shots of the toy itself. Robot mode there, gun, Grimzeek, him holding the gun that killed Prime, and his energy sword, and down there is everything he comes with. And yeah, so there's the big dent I put in the box when I dropped it. And on the back, or on the bottom of the box, it has the previous original mold Masterpieces that came out before this. It has a Starscream and Convoy. Alright, so let's hurry up and check them out. Well, so now we have Megatron in gun mode, which took me a long time to get him into his mode. And some parts that I'm having a really hard time getting to stay together, like this part back here. But, you know, from what people say, this is a hell of a lot bigger than the real one. This did come without the orange tip, and it was mint and sealed box, so I didn't have to play around with any orange tip. It back because you see the screw holes in the back, and this little piece will flip around to become the back. P38 on the side, and on the prototype of this toy, it actually said it right here. Or was it here? I forget, but it said that they fixed it because I really want to have it say P38 on the chest of the toy. And it does have this movable safety. I don't have any batteries for it yet, but you can put batteries in for here, and when you do, a little light will shine through it. And it does have these handles on the scope, which you can use with the accessory kit that you can get for it, and the scope easily slides off. And so without the scope, we basically just have them in a regular gun form, and it still has the Decepticon symbols here. And you can see here that I really had a tough time lining these two pieces up here. And even though it is still a big gun, I can still, maybe I just have big hands, but I can still pull the trigger quite easily. But it is definitely very bulky in the handle. I don't know anything about guns, so I really don't. I've never shot off a gun, so I don't know too much about guns and how this compares to the feel of real guns. So I can't really give a description about that. And the trigger here is actually two pieces because it splits right down the middle to form the legs. So unless you have these tight and pretty snugly, they will move by themselves. Like earlier, I had them, it was still together but not secured, so it wouldn't all move together. This does not move, but that is due because of it would be really complex because I have no idea what this thing is for. Like I said, I don't know anything about guns, so, and it doesn't move at all from what I can tell. Something about the another thing, going back to the Decepticon symbol, this is painted to look like just really slick steel, if you can see like the lines that are there. But where the Decepticon symbol is, the symbol is painted on with a bare metal or plastic right next to this metal effect. It really makes it look like the Decepticon symbols are stickers, which I'm not too fond of. And it's like that on both sides, but I would much prefer to have a enraised Decepticon of Masterpiece Prime. Only posability, but you know, would you really expect it to? So I can't really take off points for posability because you really don't expect them to. And this piece does not move, and if you look closely, it says 4640E, and I'm not that if everyone was different on every Masterpiece Megatron, but I highly doubt that it is because I'm in a different mold for every toy. Yeah, he is a very, except for the size and the Decepticon symbols, he is a very realistic gun. I actually scared my roommate by barging into his room with this in hand, and he told me never to do that again, and I laughed. And it has some pretend plastic screws on the sides. The matte finish on this handle really does give it a very nice solid look. I'm very impressed with this mode. I really had doubts about this mode to begin with, just because especially for the first time, but I really liked it. It just feels good in your hand. That sounded so wrong, and I didn't mean it that way. But anyway, perverts. But yeah, the only downside in this mode, you are really going to have to be fun and very satisfying to transform into this mode. Next, I'm going to be transforming him, at least attempting to transform him in a fair amount of time to robot mode. So, see you then.